Hi, meteorologist Tony Petrarca in the Pinpoint 12 Forecast Center. You've clicked on the Weather Now link. Another raw, damp, chilly day. This ocean storm continues to throw back precipitation, chilly conditions, and gusty winds. Look at the Doppler radar. And, fortunately, we're not dealing with widespread, heavy soaking rain. But it's been more of a nuisance, but expecting more of this evening and during the overnight, off and on drizzle. So just be mindful that while we're not expecting heavy rain, it will be damp. And speaking of rain, initially, Pete, come on in.
Yeah. It's my time of day, my special guest appearance.
Initially, the beginning of September, even mid to late September through October, it's been fairly dry. So for the month of September so far, you do in October. Yeah,
basically, I kind of looked at everything since September 1st, the precipitation.
So is that still a dry stretch, even though the rain that we've had?
It is. Now, this is only as of this morning, so we still have to add what fell today. It doesn't look like a whole lot in terms of quantity. Most of the numbers from the various cities and towns between about 2.5 and about 3.5 inches. Normally, we'd be at a little bit over 5, so it's about a 1.5 to 2 inches below normal since the beginning of September, which I think, if I'm right, I think September 1st would be the beginning of meteorological fall, I think.
Okay.
So a little bit dry for the fall season still.
And there are rain gauges all over the state, all over southern New England. You'd be surprised just how many there are. So you're looking at a lot of these neighborhood rain gauges, and you can get a sense for, where we are and where we stand as far as below or above average. So still a little below.
Little deficit, yeah, especially, one of the lower numbers I found was a Little Compton around 2.43 as of this morning. Some spots got a little more than that. You go up to, say, Kingston, out towards URI, about 3.8 inches. So it's useful to have these different sites because there can be a little bit of a difference.
And they're very helpful, especially when we're watching rivers and streams and things like that, but that's not an issue. Look at the radar. This stuff coming in off the ocean is pretty, it's more nuisance than anything else.
No doubt about that. So I'll let you get back to your forecast.
All right.
Glad to make an appearance. Bye, everyone.
Pete, always crunching numbers. So, we don't have any heavy rain for tonight, but I would take the umbrella as this, areas of drizzle will probably spill over into the evening hours and overnight. But we do anticipate improving weather. Of course, another day of rough surf. These are live pictures from Narragansett Town Beach. Now we're taping this as of almost 4 o'clock in the afternoon. You can still see the gray skies and the gusty conditions. The wind advisory is expired for all areas. The exception, Block Island, the Lower Cape and Islands, it's still in effect until 10 o'clock this evening. And, no surprise here. You see some of the higher numbers near the coast and along the shoreline and offshore. Wind gusts anywhere from 35 to about 40 miles per hour. And that'll continue this evening. So that wind just making it feel colder. And, of course, the temperatures have been holding in the 50s for the last couple of days. Will be a little milder tomorrow. We're thinking Saturday briefly gets up to around 60. And the good news, Sunday and Columbus Day Monday, it's even milder. So what we're keeping an eye on, a raw and damp evening, off and on drizzle, gusty breezes, especially along the coastline. And the weather does improve over the weekend. Now, when we say weekend, we mean the 3-day holiday weekend. Now, Saturday's a slow process. It does dry out. Saturday's not a stormy day. Most of it looks dry, though the clouds are going to linger for a better part of the day. It is brighter and milder on Sunday, temperatures in the upper 60s. But I think plans to be outdoors on Saturday, other than extra clouds, it shouldn't be too bad. And Columbus Day Monday is looking okay. Now, there may be a pre-dawn shower, say 5, 6 a.m. Not a big deal, but if you're up early, you see that, you may be wondering, oh no, we've got a wet day ahead. And actually, Columbus Day Monday is looking good. Sunshine will be on the increase by certainly mid-morning, and the temperatures will respond nicely, and we'll get close to 70 degrees on Columbus Day Monday. So your outdoor plans for Monday, looking pretty good. All right, let's check out the satellite and radar composite, still with the low clouds coming in off the ocean. And what's interesting is our nor'easter now has a name. Okay, you see that circulation? This is very impressive off the coastline, and that swirl is now subtropical storm Melissa, as classified by the National Hurricane Center. Now, this is the same storm from yesterday, so why is it Melissa today? Well, the structure has changed to the point where it has some tropical characteristics, but not completely. So while the weather impacts haven't changed, meaning, rain and wind, the structure has, so it is now being called a subtropical storm, and it does get a name, Melissa. Regardless, nothing has changed. We're on the fringe effects of this. The circulation around it is such that, on the north side of the storm, we're getting these raw east-northeasterly winds coming in off the ocean, the chilly temperatures, the drizzle, the gusty winds along the coastline. But it's far enough offshore now so that it's not having an extreme impact, though the surf and the waves certainly offshore are dangerous to boating and interest and things like that. Now, the storm itself, let's take you into the future. This is 11 o'clock Friday night. It sits and spins with damp weather this evening, but it starts to edge away, especially by Saturday afternoon and Saturday evening. So while the clouds may linger a better part of the day Saturday, at least the precipitation is gone and the wind finally eases up as well. Let's get a close-up look at this, and we'll walk you through tonight and right on through tomorrow. And for this evening, just more of the same. Drizzle, raw, chilly, temps holding in the 50s all night long. Now, this is 7 a.m. Now, we'll start off cloudy and damp tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. There's no downpours, there's no heavy, heavy rain, but some kind of nuisance spritzes and sprinkles, especially southeastern Mass. As we get into the afternoon hours, it's mainly dry. Now, out towards Plymouth and the Cape, there may be a few lingering sprinkles, but we're cool, cloudy, and dry at noontime. Temperatures mid to upper 50s, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Mainly cloudy, but I wouldn't be surprised come 4 or 5 o'clock in the late afternoon and early evening if some northwest suburbs see a brief peak of sun. And that'll actually set the trend for clearing later tomorrow evening and into Saturday night. By 11 o'clock Saturday night, clear skies and chilly, temps in the upper 40s. So for this evening, more of the same. Drizzle, gusty, damp, and raw. Your temperatures are in the lower 50s. On Saturday morning, damp early. Damp meaning sprinkles. No downpours, no thunder, and anything like that. But cloudy skies, starting off at 50. And then during the afternoon, mostly cloudy, but there may be a little bit of brightening. Not a lot, but some partial brightening towards the end of the day. Temperatures upper 50s to near 60. And then the rest of the weekend, your Saturday evening, Saturday night, you're heading out is fine. Sunday, some sunshine, milder 68. And I think any shower at sunrise Monday morning is gone. Don't let it fool you. It should turn into a decent day, becoming partly sunny, warmer, and the better part of Monday, Columbus Day, is dry, with a temperature up to 70. So good news, improvements over the holiday weekend, but it's a slow process. Damp and raw tonight, cloudy but drier, less wind on Saturday, and even better by Sunday into Monday. It's actually, Sunday day is beautiful. Late Sunday night, if you're out late at night after midnight, some showers, but they'll be gone, moving out by daybreak on Columbus Day Monday. So that's your latest Weather Now update. Thanks for logging in. We'll talk to you soon.